dating coach and relationship expert Jennifer Hurwitz, and welcome to Doing Relationships Right. Raw, authentic, and insightful, this podcast is a no bullshit look at all things dating and relationships. The good, the not so good, and the what the hell was that? No worries, I've got you, and we'll figure it all out together without taking ourselves too seriously here on Doing Relationships Right. Here you are at midlife. Your boobs have entered a new zip code. You have genes older than your daughter's new fiance. And now you're single again. But is that cause for a crisis? Hell no. It's time to pick yourself up, Buttercup. Whether you're freshly unhitched, just dipping your toesies back into the dating pool, or ready to dive into a new relationship, my new book, Midlife Priceless, a dating coach's guide to finally doing relationships right, has you covered with new dating and relationship advice tailored to meet you wherever you are in your relationship journey. Join me, Jennifer Hurwitz, author of best-selling books, One Happy Divorce and Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda, as I share BS-free tips and laugh out loud personal anecdotes to help set you on the path toward finally doing dating and relationships right. Grab your copy of my new book, Midlife Priceless, at jenniferhurwitz.com. That's jenniferhurwitz.com. Good morning. This is Doing Relationships Right. I'm Jennifer Hurwitz, and I'm your host every week. Well, that's a lie. Not every week. Sometimes every other week. I don't know. I've been gone. I've come back. I'm jumping around. You know what? When I have a good idea or when I have something I feel like talking about with y'all, then I hop on here, I grab my microphone, and I talk. So if you do not have your earbuds, whatever you call them, if you don't have them right now, go get them. Because this episode is going to be a little bit R-rated. I wouldn't say R-rated. I just say, you know what? You don't want your kids hearing this, because today I'm going to be talking about our vaginas. My vagina, your vagina. Wouldn't you like to be a vagina too? I'm talking about menopause and the effect it has on our dating life, our relationships, on midlife, on my life. I feel like I have to share, vent, talk. I wish you guys could talk back to me. I'm hoping that you do. I'm hoping that you reach out, that you send me messages, that we can get on together, get on this journey, this menopause journey, because I feel like everyone's talking about it except for me. And people are like, why don't you do anything about menopause? Why aren't you talking about menopause? Everyone's going through it. Well, look, you're right. Let's make menopause cool. Let's talk about it, and let's not be ashamed, because the first step to surviving this menopause bullshit is accepting it. There's no denying it. It's happening, and we need to get ourselves together and just understand that shit is getting real. I think I was having symptoms way before I knew it, and I just was like, oh, fuck it. I'm not going to worry about it because I'm not going through menopause. I didn't want to admit it. I'm 51. My vagina is not dry yet. Just so everyone knows, I don't have any vaginal dryness. My kids are probably like, oh my God. But I am doing like commercials, or what are they called? I'm an influencer for Coco New, which is a vaginal lubricant that, I'm telling you right now, I use it anyway. It's like, we like it. Me likey the Coco New. Anyway, it's amazing and it smells so good. So I'll put a link in the bio, but who cares? But the bottom line is that I don't have that symptom yet, but I had night sweats. I was like waking up in a pool of flippin'. I thought I peed the bed. My hair is falling out. My ass is the size of Kentucky. Sorry, Kentucky. I don't know how big you are, but my ass is big. I've gained I looked at I'm crazy about my weight, just nutsy cuckoo. And I've gained 8 pounds in a year, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm 5'4", and that I feel like is a lot of weight, and it's all in my ass. All in my hips. I never had hips, and now I have this badonkadonk hip thing. And I think we just need to talk about it. I'm also sweating a lot, under my arms. I just feel like things aren't right. Right. So here's the deal. Just because we're getting older, it doesn't mean we have to say goodbye to romance and sex and, get into this ageism bullshit. We need to kick to the curb, and we need to boost our dating game. We need to be confident, and we need to we need to just talk about how shit's getting real, but we can still be our amazing rock star selves by sharing with each other what's going on and going to see the doctors and the specialists and talking about menopause with people who know what they're saying and who know what they're talking about, who know their shit. There are so many great people online, and there's podcasts, and I'll put some links in my show notes. There are podcasts, and there are books, and there are Dr. Jen Gunther. I love her. Oh my God, there's so many great books, and with things that are just like really, really simple things that you can do. Now, look, if you're holistic and you want to go that route, by all means, go that route. I'm an HRT girl. I went to the doctor. I turned 50 and I said, I am going to get my hormones checked. I'm so glad that I did. Now, look, it may not be for everyone. I'm not saying everyone has to do this, but I did. I got my hormones checked. I could not believe it. It was so eye-opening to me because my iron, my ferritin, not even iron, ferritin, which is the protein in the iron, my ferritin was so low, the doctor was like, I can't believe you're walking around. My vitamin D was so low. My progesterone and my, what's the other one? Estrogen were both like, I'm on a patch. I have a patch, an estrogen patch. I take progesterone at night, and we're not fucking with my testosterone right now because I'm losing my hair from my ankylosing spondylitis, which if you follow me, you know what that is. If you don't follow me, then go look it up, but don't worry, I'm fine. So like I was exhausted. I had to take a nap every day at 4:00. Anyone feel like that? Like we're just like cannot handle the exhaustion. Well, that was my low ferritin. So now I take an iron supplement. I feel great. I'm taking vitamin D. I feel great. Like you have to be your own best advocate. And if you feel like shit and your libido is low and you don't want to have sex when you used to want to have sex, and I'm going to be honest, that's kind of like where I am. Like I used to be like super sexual, and like Jim and I, like we have great, great sex. And sorry, Zach. Sorry, Jonah. I hope you're not listening. We have great sex, but now I just don't want it as much as I used to. Like, I just am like, you know what? I can go without it. I'm not so, and that's like upsetting to him because he feels like it's him and it's not him, right? Girls, raise your hands. You're like, I just could go like a year without sex, or you want sex every minute. It's one or the other, right? But it's not your partner's, it's not his, it's not Jim's fault. It's my hormones. So first of all, acceptance. Second thing is open communication with your partner. I had to sit down with Jim and have a come to Jesus because he really, really was hurting. His feelings were hurt. He thought it was him. He thought it was like all this. And it's just not him. It's just me. It's like, look at like, I have no problem. Like once we get going, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, I love it. But I'm okay with like just watching Netflix and chilling out with him. Like, I just love being in the same room as him and like being in his presence. But I don't know. I just like, I feel like I'm talking to like my wall right now, but it's hard. Menopause just changes. I feel like I'm this perimenopause. I'm actually in perimenopause. I'm not even menopausal yet. Anyway, so sharing and having open communication with your partner and sharing your journey with friends and talking about menopause. I think we find a community that just like gets it. Like, I don't know, my friends didn't really talk about it until I started talking about it. And now I'm really talking about it because I'm on this and I'm talking about it. And I want you guys to talk about it too. I think everybody should talk about it. Talk about your vagina and your hormones and how you're feeling. And is your face dry? Is your skin dry? Is your vagina? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, who cares? It's just one more thing that's happening to us. But we don't have to stop having, we don't have to stop having sex. We don't. We can. It doesn't matter. Like, I feel like either way, you can still be, amazing. Oh, I don't know, really, really feel strongly about that. Like, it doesn't have to be the worst time of your life. Like, I remember everyone's like, don't talk about the hot flashes, and no one wants to talk about menopause, and it's a hush hush thing. And who fucking cares? Like, do something about it. Like, if you're having a hot flash, go to your doctor. There's meds for that, and fan yourself and take off your, I don't know. I'm like, I just try to laugh because if you don't laugh, maybe you'll cry. Who knows? But as far as dating goes, okay. Take your time when you're dating, girls. If you're getting back out there after, a divorce, or you're dating in your 50s or your 60s, you don't have to worry about getting pregnant anymore. right? So like all my friends are like, oh, good. I don't have to be, I don't have to worry about protection. I'm not going to get pregnant, but you do have to worry about STIs, right? Herpes is like all over the place, HPV all over the place. So still make sure that you're using protection. Even if you are having, sex with and you can't get pregnant, you can still get diseases. So that's super important. But take your time. Now you have all this time, this amazing, it's a gift of like time that you have to find maybe your forever person, or maybe you just want to hang out and just have a friend. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna, menopause it's affecting everything. So I don't know. Just take your time and don't worry about the stigma of it all. I feel strongly that the stigma is the worst part about menopause. And I don't think men are helping. Boys, if you're listening, you need to stop with the stigma bullshit, right? We're not old. We're not, dried up. We're not like old ladies who like can't, we're still happening and hot and sexy. So I just feel like we need to have positivity and self-talk, that sexy self-talk. And we are not old and we're not dated. And I think a lot of women think that like they're too old to date after menopause, and that men wouldn't want them anymore because they're like, I don't know, dried up or whatever, but that's not true. That's not true. There are so many people dating right now. And you know what? Like, I don't even think guys care. Do guys care? I'm going to ask Jim. Obviously Jim doesn't care, but maybe I'll get some other guys on here. So here's the deal, y'all. I'm at 10 minutes. I'm so good. I talk so fast, but if you have questions about menopause, please reach out to me. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I do want to talk about it more. And if you have any topics that you want me to talk about or bring on special guests, I can do that too. But prioritize your health, eat well, and look after your mind and body. Okay. If you need help, get a coach or a therapist to support you while you're dating and going through this. And it can be a positive experience. Menopause can be a fantastic time of life if we do it right. Doing menopause right, doing midlife, I can't speak today, doing midlife right. I talk about it a little bit in my book. I don't know. I think it really shook me up. I don't mind the whole like never having to use a tampon again. That's pretty fucking awesome. How about that? How about never bleeding again? Oh, God almighty. Praise be. I love it. Besides that, y'all, you know what? I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted on the whole vaginal thing, the vaginal dryness. I don't have it yet. I'm still good. But you know what? It'll come. I'm sure one day. My hair is falling out. So any recommendations? I think Nutrafol. I do not get money from Nutrafol, but I know Nutrafol is like the only thing my dermatologist said was like 100% like it actually works, but I can't swallow this. You have to take 4 pills a day. It's a fucking pain in the ass. I also started Rogaine. Just going to share that with you. I use Rogaine every single night on my hair, and it's working, but once you start, you can't stop. So that's my little truth Hervitz today I'm sharing with you guys. Anywho, that's that. Menopause and how it affects your dating life or your relationships. We need to accept it. There's no denying that it's happening. Open communication, sharing is caring. Take your time finding the right person. Go to the doctor, check your hormones if you feel like it. If you have any mental issues, any mental brain fog, that kind of stuff, make sure that you're seeing someone to talk about that with, and fight the stigma. Ladies, fight the stigma with positivity and sexy self-talk. There you go. I just wrapped it up in a nutshell. I don't know. Cheers to menopause and cheers to your dry vaginas. Peace, love, and so much truth, you guys. We'll see you here back next week. Don't forget where you can find me at jenniferhervitz.com, and there will be a link to Coco New with a discount code for 15% off if you'd like to try it. And it'll be in the show notes. So that's all, you guys. Do something great today. Peace, love, and so much truth. Bye. Hey, thanks for listening to Doing Relationships Right. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the show, subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcast episodes. And please grab my books, One Happy Divorce and Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda, on my website, jenniferhervitz.com. And look out for my new book, all about doing dating right, coming soon. As usual, thanks for listening. See you next week. Peace, love, and truth.